if you look at the evolution, there was a phase when we had primates. Primates ka matlab hai monkeys, chimpanzees. Okay, so all of those species are called as primates. Okay, and from the primates, okay, primates will include monkeys, and from the primates we start having what's called as the apes. Apes like gorilla, you have got orangutan, you have got gibbons. Gibbon one type of apes. We have got bonobos, chimpanzees. Ye apes hain. And from the apes, one branch first separated out. Okay, they're called as gibbons. Gibbons pehle alag ho gaye, and then the apes, okay, they are called as great apes. Great apes, maybe because they are large, and maybe because they are the roots of the modern man. Okay, gibbons are referred to as the lesser apes. The lesser apes. Okay, now from the great, so great apes mein we have gorilla. Okay, usme do teen types ke hain. We have chimpanzees. We have orangutan, one of the endangered species hain. You find them in parts of Indonesia, Borneo. Okay, the orange old man. Okay, yes, orangutan. We also have a smaller chimpanzee-like called as bonobos. In fact, among them, bonobos are considered to be more human-like. They're very strong human feelings. They actually can laugh and cry and emote and show anger. Okay, they can be trained. Okay, so these are called as, iske bhi 2-3 variety hain. In total, we have got 6-7 great apes. Now, from these great apes, and this group is sometimes referred to as hominidae. Hominidae, or what we know as hominids. Hominids. Now, from the hominids, इसमें फिर एक branching हुआ, एक और branch हुआ. Okay, so one branching out, this was the direction of the evolution of man. This branching, we go towards orangutans. Orangutans, ये बहुत अलग type के apes हैं. And we have the other apes. These are the other great apes. So remember this tree in human evolution. Okay, we have primates. Primates are all monkeys. Okay, all monkeys, langurs and great macaque. Okay, all the monkeys you can think of. They are primates, baboons. Okay, primates say evolution was apes. Okay, from the apes, one branch is gibbons branch. Okay, these are called as lesser apes. Okay, and great apes includes, I said 4-5 names. Great apes में gibbons नहीं आते हैं, and they're collectively called as hominids or hominidae family, the hominidae group. Okay, इससे फिर branching हुआ. Okay, orangutan का अलग branch हो गया. Man का evolution was another path, and the other great apes. इसमें chimpanzee हैं, इसमें gorillas हैं, इसमें bonobos हैं. Chimpanzees, gorillas, and bonobos. B-O-N-O-B-O. ठीक है? And why great apes? किसी ने पूछा था. Because maybe they are large. I do not know what is the etymology of that. Maybe because वो large हैं, plus maybe they are relatively more important towards man's evolution. So great apes. Gibbons are lesser apes. Okay. ये जो man का जो arm है, this arm is referred to as the arm of the hominins. Hominid is not same as hominin. H-O-M-I-N-I-N. They are called as hominins branch. The hominins branch. Okay? And the primates ka evolution, if you look at the time, this is approximately in the Cenozoic times. Around, you can say, 60-65 million years ago. उस टाइम में हो रहा है. The Cenozoic times. Okay, approximate time. I will detail what I need eventually. orangutans, ORANGUTAN, orangutans, orangutans. Okay, it translates as the old man because this actually looks like an old man. Okay, orangish, yellowish body hair. Okay, drooping posture, very thoughtful type का fish expressions होता है. So it translates Indonesia में as the old man. Yes, hominins, HOMININS, hominins. So I will focus on the hominins now. But this is more important, this for sake of understanding. So let's come towards hominins now. So this is the hominin wala, okay, stream from which the great apes, okay, and you have the somewhere orangutan is separating out, okay, and somewhere isi mein se hi pehle hi the gibbons have already been separated out. Okay, this is the gibbons wala branch separating out. Okay, this is the orangutans and this is the other great apes. Okay, so I'm talking about the branch that is to do with the hominins. Okay, now is process mein one of the first hominins is a life form, a species called as, okay, Australopithecus. Australopithecus. The first species called Australopithecus, and this is as early as, again, times mein we always give a broad range, as much as almost 4 million years ago. Australopithecus. ये hominin का beginning है. Australopithecus. Almost 4 million years ago. 3.5, 4 million years ago. This was the first one. Iske baad, another species from which happens, it was called as Homo habilis. Hain bahut sare, but I'll focus on the more important ones for now. We have got Homo habilis. Homo habilis. These are one of those first users of primitive tools. Homo habilis, among the first users of the primitive tools, as in stones use कर रहे हैं, sticks use कर रहे हैं. Homo habilis. Homo habilis approximately around, you can say 3 million years ago. About 3 million years ago. Again, I said 2.5, 2.8, 3 million years ago. Take Australopithecus and Homo habilis. Australopithecus. Homo habilis. Homo habilis. Take around 3 million years ago. Then we have Homo erectus. This was a major one. Homo erectus, or almost isi time mein, I'll add one more name, and Homo ergaster. So I'm talking about approximately around 1.8, about 2.5 million years ago. Homo erectus and Homo ergaster. Homo erectus and Homo ergaster. This Homo ergaster is the first species to migrate out of Africa, and they spread more towards Europe. Homo ergasters was among the first to move out of Africa, and they spread towards Europe. And ergaster also, okay, was among the first to use fire, the first to move out of Africa. Homo ergaster, ERGASTER, and Homo erectus. Now, from this, you have heard about what's called as Java man and Peking man. ये कुछ fossils हैं found in parts of Java. Java as in Indonesia. Okay, Peking as in Beijing or China में. So वो जो species मिला है fossils, वो Homo erectus का मिला है. Okay, this is the Java man. The Java man. This is the Peking man. Peking man in China. Okay, so 1.8 to 2.5 million years ago. So ये एक phase है. This is one phase in the evolution. Iske baad, if you have no space, you can take up the next page. Don't make it clumsy. Like, I'll keep on building on this, 3-4 layers more. Okay, but you don't have to make it clumsy. So, ek aur jagah le lo. And when you go back home and summarize, फिर आप सारा एक साथ ठीक से बनाना आप लोग. Okay. Ergaster, erectus and Homo ergaster, E-R-G-A-S-T-E-R, Homo ergaster. इसके बाद we have one of the major hominins called as the Neanderthal man. The Neanderthal man. Neanderthalensis, but Neanderthal man. We're talking about approximately about 4 to 5 lakh years ago. It's a million years mein. 1.8 million years. Okay, 3 million years. This is approximately about 4 to 5 lakh years. There are 400,000 years. 500,000 years. The Neanderthal man. This is considered to be one of the closest species to man. The Neanderthal man. And Neanderthal man, again, mainly इनका जो movement था in Europe था. So most of the European races, okay, have their roots in the Neanderthal man. Neanderthal man, okay, this was mainly in parts of Europe. I'll show the map में how they moved. Okay, so Europe may find the remains most of the Neanderthal man. Now, यहाँ से, then you have the evolution of the modern man. Modern man, जो हम बोल रहे हैं Homo sapiens sapiens. This Homo sapiens sapiens, this appeared around 300,000 to approximately around 200,000 years ago. So 3 lakh to 2 lakh years ago. So modern man is Homo sapien, sapiens. Neanderthal man and the modern man. Modern man evolution was approximately around 300,000 or around 200,000 or 3 lakhs to 2 lakh years. So they must have named it. In fact, I'll talk about one more species. ये अभी discover हुआ है. As late as 2010, 2015 की बात हो रही है. Species called as Denisovian. Okay, ये काफी news में है. Yes, in parts of Russia, Siberia में there's a Denisovia, एक cave है, वहां से मिला था. And that too they got a female of the species called this little finger. And from the DNA mapping, they're constructing what the Denisovian man may have looked like. Okay, उसका अभी discover हुआ, a lot of debates about वो था भी कि नहीं and so on. Okay, so Neanderthal man and the modern man, Homo sapiens sapiens. Now, just for sake of important point here, that these two species, they are known to have lived together also. They are known to have cohabited. They are known to have interbred. इनकी interbreeding भी हुई थी. Okay. Ultimately, Neanderthal man goes extinct and this one stays. But our genetic map में we find genes of Neanderthal man also. Okay, so the Homo sapiens sapiens, the modern man, and the Neanderthal man, in all probability, had cohabited. They had lived together. They also interbred. They had common offsprings. Okay, but of the two, this was having a higher cranial capacity. Inka brain bigger tha, better thinking, better logic, more smarter, but these were more stronger. Bulk was, okay, body bulk was more here. So they used to have a lot of fights, okay, a lot of conflicts, and ultimately Neanderthal man goes extinct. And further, next one likho aap. The modern man around, okay, I said around 10,000 years ago, around 10,000 years ago, the modern man, okay, developed its racial distinctive features. It developed its racial distinctive features and its racial diversity. The Mongoloids, Proto-Australoids, Armenoids, Negritos, ये कुछ races हैं. Like India has a mix of many races. Mongoloids are one race. We have Mediterraneans as one race. Indo-Aryans as one race. The racial diversity hai, around 10,000 years ago, it got crystallized. Ye ban gaya, properly established. And just for sake of an addition, I said that is branch of evolution mein, older species ke evolution mein, somewhere Neanderthal man separated out and the modern man separated out. Modern man. And Neanderthal man ke hi branch se, there was one more branch called as, I said, Denisovians. Denisovians. Denisovians, this was discovered recently. Recently. As late as 2010. ये काफी न्यूज में है. In your GS and etc. I think पूछा हुआ क्वेश्चन भी है GS prelims में. Denisovians. Denosovians. Denisovians. Okay. And Denisovians and Neanderthal, we do not know if they were interbreeding or not, but itna pata hai that the modern man and Denisovians, they have lived together. Till as late as 40,000 years ago, 6,000 years ago, they have been together. In fact, in the human species, negritos, and we have a species called as proto-australoids. In names likh do. These two have a lot of genes of Denisovians. I repeat. Okay. I said there was the older species, usse evolution hua. Okay. And there was some point where the branching out happens. Okay. The Neanderthal man branching and the modern man ka branching. But what I'm saying is, from the Neanderthal man, say ek aur branch bana tha, another branch here, called as the Denisovians. Okay. Now, we do not know much. I was reading about them, whether Denisovians and Neanderthal, did they cohabit or not? Iska pata nahi hai. But we have evidences of the Denisovians and the modern man, they cohabiting. Means living together. Cohabit, interbreed ka matlab hai, they must have had intersexual relationships. That's how you have the races and the species evolving. Okay. So these two have lived together. And the races like negritos. Have you heard about pygmies? Pygmies are examples of negritos. India mein, have you heard about sentinelese? They are Andaman Nicobar mein. They are negritos. वैसे birhors हैं in parts of Odisha, birhors. They are negritos. So we'll do this eventually, but for your sake of some clarity, examples of negritos, I said, pygmies of Congo Basin. India में sentinelese are negritos. Birhor tribes, very primitive tribes in parts of Odisha, they are negritos. People of the central Indian hills, if you know about Oraons, suna aapne Oraons, Munda tribes, okay, they have more familiarity, features with the proto-australoids. So these species, they have the genes of Denisovians. What is the reason of racial diversity? इसमें कोई conclusive answer नहीं है, but yes, environmental factors must have played an important role. And maybe some type of mutation also, we do not know. Denisovians, Neanderthal man, Homo sapiens sapiens, negritos, proto-australoids, and some species I've mentioned. Okay, so this is the way the human species evolution. Remember some of the names here. So, important point of discussion here is proto-australoids, not australoids, they're proto-australoids. So, Oraons, 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 Munda tribe, you have got Khond tribes, they're all proto-australoids. So, they are central India mein, part of Odisha, part of Jharkhand region, you find this. इसी से ही आपका ultimately familiarity होगा with the Dravidian races also. Yes, they make up good chunk of Indian races.